Good morning, everybody. Tom Leahy, Optimum Ed. Happy Friday. At Optimum Ed, of course, we help young people find a way forward no matter what their circumstances. And so we get involved in a lot of things other than academics. And I'm very excited to have a guest with us today, Susan Holt, who is a family life coach and director of Everyday Parenting Solutions. And we're going to talk about anxiety. Yeah. Anxiety is becoming an increasing problem with young people today.
I'm getting a little anxious talking about this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You need to calm down.
Yeah, calm down. Deep breath. Yes. The Child Mind Institute actually just recently published an article that addressed this, and it's just incredible to realize how much it's increased, and that at some point anxiety affects 30% of children. And as adolescents, yet 80% of those kids never get any help. And we kind of downplay it. And I think we downplay it as parents because we don't know exactly how to deal with it. But it affects every walk of life. And so this is something that I think in your business, in your family consulting, you deal with. So let's talk about that a little bit. Tell us exactly what you do, and maybe you can give us an example or two of how you work with families.
Well, anxiety is now really has been determined as the most prevalent mental illness in our nation, and really in 17 different nations. They've done some studies, and anxiety is just where we live. It's just our stressful culture that we live in. But it also, like you said, it's not getting the attention it should sometimes. But you look at some of the places now, like Cameron Gallagher and InnerWorks. There's some places that are really trying to destigmatize anxiety and depression. And what I try to do is do that with my families as well. It's just kind of say, yeah, we've got this to deal with. Let's see if we can come along beside the child and help the child child or adolescent learn how to deal with it from inside out. And so we give them tools. So I think there are more tools out there. There are great companies or organizations that are really trying to go there. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, though, because a lot of the parents, the reason they don't know how to deal with it is because they don't see it in themselves.
Right.
And that's something that I love to do as a family life coach. Is I like to help the parents build them up and give them a self-awareness, and then they can kind of say, this is something I could put a little bit more predictability in a schedule. I can calm myself down so I'm not yelling. And all of us yell, so that's okay. We're gonna mess up. But I can do some things that will help my child deal with the anxiety. And Tom, I don't know if you know or not, but anxiety doesn't really ever totally go away. It's just something that can be managed. There you go. So that's what I work with.
Yeah, and I think it's important too that parents understand that we need to deal with this early on.
Yeah.
Because you're telling me that your clientele is fairly young in terms of helping with that anxiety and the family coaching. So it's really important to figure that out and understand your child and see those indications that there might be something going on, or reach out to someone and get that help before we let it go too long and it turns into depression or ends up causing a student to fail school, or even turn to drugs and alcohol. And so it's important that people reach out, and you're one of those folks that people can reach out to and touch. So tell me how people can get in touch with you.
Okay, we have a website called everydayparentingsolutions.com, and a contact page there, and also my own business, the Susan Holt Family Life Coaching. I'm at susanholtcoaching.com.
Very good. Thank you so much. And a great strategic partnership here between Optimum Ed and Susan Holt and what she does for families. And because we at Optimum Ed, we're all about a very holistic approach to this, because it takes more than just academics for a child to be successful.
That is so important.